Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got a video, an article by Bleacher Report. Dan Favale, to be exact, bro. We got 7 blockbuster NBA trades that would shake things up in the 2020-21 NBA season, bro. So straight up, man, I don't really think the offseason needs to shake things up because we don't even get to see what's going on in this damn season, man. Like, seriously, we don't know what would have happened. I mean, if the season comes back still, it's like, we'll get some playoff basketball, hopefully. But for the most part, man, I think it's going to be a pretty quiet, offseason in general. But let's see what type of trades would shake things up. Also, if you guys don't mind dropping a like and, of course, subscribing to the channel will be greatly appreciated. Let's get it. So the first thing we have, Phoenix loads up part one. Okay. What's this bitch-ass trade looking like? We got Orlando Magic receive Ty Jerome, Kelly Oubre, and a 2022 second-round pick, and the Phoenix Suns get Aaron Gordon. Why the hell would the Phoenix Suns do this trade, man? Like, Kelly is a good player. Like, I would actually take Kelly over Aaron Gordon right now. Like, straight up, man. I don't know what his contract's like, but I know Aaron Gordon's contract is not all that great. And, Aaron Gordon out there, it's... I don't know, man. Just something about him. He kind of reminds me of this. He reminds me of Blake Griffin, who likes to shoot threes, like, last season, but is about as good as Blake Griffin was out the Clippers at 3. So it's like he shoots threes like Blake Griffin, but he makes threes or misses threes like old school Blake Griffin, who was not a very good three-point shooter. Athleticism, nice, everything like that. But I don't know. I feel like Aaron Gordon is kind of peaked. And I feel like Kelly can get even better as a player. Like, and plus he gave up Ty Jerome, who could still be like something in the NBA, and a draft pick. Like, Orlando would need to like toss in like Mo Bamba or somebody like that, man. Like, straight up, I'm not doing this trade. I give this trade a 2 out of 10, man. 2 out of 10 for bitch assery. And maybe even a 1. It might even be a 1. But yeah, that's not a good trade. Next up, we got, what is this bullshit, bro? Do I even want to scroll down even farther, man? Get this man's face off your article, Dan. Get him off. Call the editor of Bleacher Report. I don't care, man. Like, I don't even want to scroll. No, this is bull. This is. What? If Phoenix, like, I gotta go to Phoenix, bro. We've been through this. He ain't going to Phoenix. I will be the first man to learn how to implode a damn star. AKA the Sun. If this happens, bro, I will implode the Phoenix Suns, bro. You want to be the Phoenix Suns? I'll be your Phoenix daddy, bro. Like, I will stop you. I will call up the GM. I will take his job, and I will sign Stanley Johnson to a max contract so you can't even afford to bring Luke Kennard. What is this trade? The Detroit Pistons receive Eli Okobo, who literally had one good game. I remember I saw this man's debut game. He dropped like 20 points. I kind of liked him. Nice little lefty. I believe he's out of France. But yeah, he had done nothing since then. And a 2020 first-round pick 30 days after he signs contract. So you're going to tell me that You're going to tell me that we are going to get the Phoenix Suns draft pick, the first-round draft pick, the same franchise that went out there and traded TJ Warren for literally nothing so they could trade up to get Cam Johnson, who would have been available later on anyway? You want that franchise to be in charge of trading, of drafting my Detroit Pistons player, and we got to give you Luke Kennard? Hell no, man. Hell no. We are 2 trades in. This is asinine. This man must be a Phoenix Suns fan or something. That must be where the Bleacher Report headquarters is or something, bro. This is some bullshit right here, bro. Like, I don't know if I want to continue this. Eli Okobo for Luke Kennard? You do realize this man's going to be dropping 25-5 next season at least. At least. Like, I was talking about, and don't say I was jumping on Luke Kennard bandwagon, because I literally was talking about this man before the season even started. He was dropping like 16-5-5. So, yeah, that's some bullshit right here, man. No team should have an issue revisiting this outline once the draft order is set. Luke Kennard is more of a sure thing. Yeah, y'all going to go out there and draft damn Cam Johnson 2.0 and trade for Luke Kennard. Why would we trade a good young player for the potential of a good player in a draft pick, but also the potential of screwing up? We already have the good player. It makes no sense. Whatever. Okay. Philly shakes up the core without moving Embiid or Simmons. Okay, what do we got? We got Philadelphia 76ers receive Buddy Hield, Corey Joseph. Sacramento Kings receive Al Horford, Josh Richardson. OKC's 2020 first round pick. Projected fave with the top 20 protection. Atlanta's 2020 second round pick. Okay. Not a bad trade. I love it for Philadelphia just because, they kind of like fix up their rotation quite a bit because, obviously Josh Rich and Al Horford are both two players I would say that are, for the most part, kind of playing out of position. So you would have, honestly, the lineup I would probably run at this point is I would actually put Tobias Harris at the 4, and I'm going to run Ben Simmons at the 3, and then I'm going to go with Shake Milton and Buddy Hield in the backcourt. And to me, that's the team right there, man. Like, that's the team right there. Ben Simmons obviously would still be the main ball handler on the team, but defensively, he would match up against, like, small forwards and stuff like that. I would actually love that team. That would be a really solid squad. Or you could just go traditional, Ben Simmons, Buddy Hield, for their backcourts. Tobias at the 4, Al Horford, Joel Embiid at the 5, and then at the small forward spot, like, either sign a player or start like Furkan Korkmaz. Yeah. But, and then, the Sacramento Kings, Josh Richardson was really solid for the Miami Heat. Draft picks are always nice. Al Horford, I think we play nicely alongside, Marvin Bagley, maybe even be a pretty solid mentor for him. Now his contract is not great, but the Kings aren't going to be good anytime soon anyway, so it's like you might as well take it off. You get some pretty good assets out of it. It's not a bad trade both ways. And plus they can like commit to a Bogdan, Bogdan at shooting guard. All right, next we got Indiana, Orlando, and San Antonio 3 trade. 3-team Sawyery. Nope, that's the first time that I thought every word in the English dictionary has been said and just like we all know what it is. But I think this man literally just made up a word. Like if I were to say like, hey, I need to make up a word real quick for a dictionary, Sawyery would be my go-to. Like nobody's even thought of that word before, man. All right, what do we got? We got Indiana Pacers receive Aaron Gordon and Derek White. Orlando Magic receive DeMar DeRozan. San Antonio receives Kem Bitch, James Ennis, and Miles Turner. Okay, let's digest this one a little bit. The Pacers are getting Aaron Gordon, who would allow Sabonis to go to the center spot, and that would be cool. That would kind of round things out for them. They also get Derek White, who was supposed to be something for the San Antonio Spurs. Like, he's a fine player. I feel like him and Malcolm Brogdon could be interesting. Gives you a little insurance, just in case Victor Oladipo doesn't return to form because of injury. But I think Oladipo will be just fine. But, they're giving up Miles Turner, who I do think is very underrated. But, I mean, it gets to the point where maybe you got to, like, round out and kind of, like, make your rotation more sound for today's NBA. And, the traditional big man lineup, I think, doesn't really exactly work the greatest. Magic get DeMar DeRozan, assuming he opts in. So that would be cool for a season to see if it works out. Then you got Jonathan Isaac going to the 4th spot. A team with DeMar DeRozan and Markelle Fultz in the starting lineup makes me a little nervous, but at the same time, despite DeMar DeRozan's lack of a three-point shot, he always finds a way to score the basketball regardless. So it could be interesting. And then the Spurs, getting Miles Turner is a very nice center. Jakob Poeltl is fine, but I think Jakob Poeltl is kind of a future backup just for, doesn't really give you too much outside like defense and some rebounding. But, Miles Turner, playing with LaMarcus Aldridge, nice little floor spacing team to some extent. Why not? I mean, you're giving up DeMar DeRozan, you get a younger player that's, going to bring you a lot defensively too. So, not bad. Next up, we got the Knicks aim for a turnaround part 1. Okay, so what are they doing, man? OKC trades Kevin Knox, Dennis Smith Jr., Julius Randle, and the Dallas 2021 first-round pick in exchange for Chris Paul. I mean, what is Chris Paul going to do for you, New York? Like, he's going to give you 2 seasons of being, like, fine and being, like, a good player, but that's it. Like, you'll be fighting for an 8th seed, and that will be maybe fun, but I think Knicks fans kind of want more than that. And not to mention, he's got 2 years left on his contract, and he's due like $42 million in the 2021 NBA offseason, which is supposed to be extremely strong free agency-wise. So do you really want to put $42 million into Chris Paul and go into that offseason? I don't think so. I really don't think so. Kevin Knox, I know people are starting to write him off, but I think he's going to have a similar thing to like Brandon Ingram, where people start kind of downing him, but eventually he just starts balling out. Maybe a change to a different team would be good for him, so that'd be fine. Dennis Smith Jr., same song and dance. I think he just needs a new scenario. Julius Randle is whatever. And 2021 first-round pick, I mean, from Dallas is not going to be good because they're going to be a playoff team. But you would have to think that New York would, I don't think Chris Paul is exactly a turnaround. It's not really a turnaround. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good idea. Now, let's see part 2, though. Maybe we're teaming up Chris Paul with another star player, and that kind of changes my mind. See what we got. Turnaround part 2. Okay, so Cleveland Cavaliers trade Taj Gibson, Bobby Portis, LA Clippers 2020 first round for fucking Kevin Love? What are we doing? This is not 2008. This is not 2008, man. Whoever wrote this article, bro. Like seriously. So we're gonna. He's got like 4 years left on his contract, about $28 million. So you're gonna have an old ass Kevin Love, CP3, and RJ Barrett. Yeah, I guess you got Mitchell Robinson, which is cool. But I mean, that's not a turnaround. That's more so like a desperation move. Instead of just like embracing, continuing to rebuild, and maybe hopefully, because you are New York, like hopefully you can get like a star player or something like that. That's not great. Okay, this man says voila. No, this is not a voila, man. All right. So that is the turnaround plan. Trading for a ridiculously large contract to Kevin Love, who's still a good player. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying, do you want to be paying that man $28 million 3 years from now? Probably not. And Chris Paul paying $42 million. And then there goes your cap space too. Like you get Chris Paul, and then you get Kevin Love. You have no cap space for 2021. All right. And not only that, but you're also hanging around just enough where you're not going to get good lottery picks. Because that team is not going to be the worst in the NBA. Let's get that right. But you're hanging around just enough where it's like, instead of going for pick number 2 or 3, you're going for pick number 11 or 12. Horrible idea. Horrible. And then finally, we got New Orleans angles for immediate contention. Look, we got Bradley Beal trade. Wow, we got a lot getting trade here, man. Washington Wizards receive Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Lonzo Ball, Jackson Hayes, 2020 first-round pick, 2021 first-round pick, Cleveland's second-round pick. So 3 seconds, 2 firsts, Lonzo Ball, Alexander-Walker, and Jackson Hayes. For the Pelicans, I would definitely do this. You are giving up a lot, but Bradley Beal is one of the most underrated players. I'm going to say in NBA history, bro. The fact that he played this good this season and barely got noticed for it is ridiculous. But yeah, him with Zion and Brandon Ingram, that'd be so much fun to watch. But what I don't like about this trade is it doesn't make much sense for the Washington Wizards because they already got, their center spot. They got Thomas Bryant and Moritz Wagner. Those guys are cool. I mean, Jackson Hayes, pretty much right now is just athletic-based. Doesn't really bring you much besides that. Alexander Walker could be kind of cool. And then Lonzo Ball with John Wall, I don't think that works at all. I'm so much rhyming there. Wall with ball don't work at all. I mean, it's literally in the rhyme. It literally just rhymed it out for you right there. So yeah, I think the Washington Wizards, could get a better trade, could get a better fitting players, and like all these these draft picks. I guess the 2020 will be a good one because it's from the Pelicans this season. Everything, their record's not the greatest, so that could be interesting, man. But yeah, overall these trades. Not a huge fan. You guys let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching, and peace out.